So I got Honda. V skill 2 powers up his hands. So typically this is not cancelable, right? I'm inputting hands here. Not cancelable. Typically on hit, this is plus 2. Yeah, plus 2. Yeah. That means that at plus 2 you can't link in anything else, right? So this is plus 3. I think this is plus 3. Yeah, so plus 3 and plus 2. That means that Honda can't link out of them. However, if you have this activated, not only does any button he has cancel into hands, but on hit, this is plus 4 at every strength. There it is. Look at that damage! That was 319 damage meterlessly. You get better damage out of it on hit. Same on block, no difference there. Fierce hands is -2, but it's normally -2, right? And strong, +1 with this guy going, +1. Same for jab. Jab is +2 and it remains +2 with it. So on block it's the same. You get more chip damage. So without V skill, let's see what the chip is. Alright, so it ends up where? Like right after the U? Yeah, like a pixel right after the U in CPU. Oh, by 1 pixel. So in each case, 1 pixel further. Not a lot, but still, I think that's pretty useful. After EX hands, you can get medium after that. Cool. Oh, just 400 damage. Okay, so 372 with 1 EX bar there. What if I'm already activated? Yo, that's 456 damage. $736 stun? Does this kill? Are you dead right now? 936 stun. Alright, so that's the damage you got out of this stuff. The other thing that's great about this is the buff to his footsies. So this thing goes very far. It's his farthest tool. Look at this. You're in. You're in. And you're +1 here. This is actually further away than it would hit normally, right? Look at that. He's in there. He's in there. Doesn't go away on knockdown, we tested that. Doesn't go away on block or hit. The only time this goes away is if you use up hands. Right, so whether the hands are whiff or not, on hit, on block, any use of hands will make the V-skill activation go away. Ding! Now we have this. Now we have the full patch notes. So his health increasing slightly, I mean, that's the case for a lot of characters. I think maybe for Honda, this is not as important as for a character who goes up from, 950 to 975 or something. But still, that's cool. Not that big of a deal for Honda, especially because he does so much more damage on stuff. Vertical jumping HP, increase the forward movement distance. Right, okay, so let's back up all the way. So what do we got? Oh, yo, he floats. Oh, look how far this guy's moving. So that's a lot of control. What about backwards movement? What do you get here? Oh, okay, that's about the same, I would say. This is really great though. So something I do very often is air forward fierce in neutral like this. Like this is about a spot where like Honda's buttons stop working. Right? The only tool that he has from here is forward roundhouse, which is actually not safe. Most characters can't punish it from this range. Or you can do like fierce hands, right? Those aren't like the best options. You could also do this. Ooh, hello. This, and it's safe for most characters. But in addition to that, you could get over their buttons, right? And now from here you can do that. Okay. So I'm really happy about that. So he gets more mobility. And this is actually not that easy for some characters to deal with, to be honest. This is not actually that easy. People who play me a lot know that I do this a lot, and so the birdie that I'll play a lot will do crouching fierce at this range. Like Yuri and I will do crouching fierce at this range. So here, right? What's good about that is that if you just do neutral jump and then don't do the float, you can actually whiff punish with your forward roundhouse, right? This is a bait on anti-air, right? So this is, if they think I'm gonna pilot all the way in, then they'll do anti-air here. But if I think that they're gonna do anti-air, then I'll get this guy and whiff punish them. That used to just be bam, and it was how much damage? 80. Okay, yeah. Not super compelling. But now, right, now you get hands after that, if you have the V skill. So now what for me was a pretty important mid-range footsies slash mix-up tool, which is the floaty float. The floaty float itself is better, right? But so is this afterward. So now if I catch somebody with a whiff punish, right, now I get this, and that is a lot more credible than it was before. So Harai Gary is, yeah, forward HK, okay. So forward roundhouse is increase the pushback distance on hit. Yeah, whatever. I don't know if that's too important. It doesn't really seem that important. Headbutts increase damage. That's cool because medium punch headbutt is his typical combo tool, and fierce headbutt is his anti-air tool, and that's a lot more. 160 damage is really legit. It is a lot of damage for an anti-air. Damage at the move's base increased, so that means that it does more damage when it's right up close. So let's talk about the reduced pushback on block for M hands. So fierce into strong hands, it's just very common pressure tool, it's +1. It leaves you at a nice spot. What you could not do before is after M hands, you could not get an immediate command grab. You had to walk, you had to do this, right? You didn't have to take much of a step, you had to take a little bit of step. Now you can just do it immediately. Oh, that's cool. What do we got for EX Sumo Smash? So reduce the pushback on block for the outer side. The outer side, huh? I assume that means as cross up. Let's see. Oh yeah, maybe it's closer. I guess it's kind of hard to tell. And this is still +5, right? They didn't change that? Wow, I really thought that was gonna get nerfed, to be honest. But I'm really happy that they didn't. So on cross up, he is -2 still? Yeah, okay, that's what it was before. You know, I guess this is closer. It's hard to really tell. I don't know that that's too important. It's definitely the opponent's turn after they block cross up EX butt slam, and that's fine. V timer consumption decreased from 1200 to 1000. If you do a headbutt, you retain more of your V timer. So 1, 2. Yeah, I mean, this is. Yeah, you just have more time to do 3. Something like that. When I had V trigger 1 going, that's when I began to use buttons like this and like this, right? Because then you can do this. And that was like your best way to follow up out of forward. It was our only way to follow up out of forward roundhouse. That was it. So I liked V trigger 1 because I felt like it made his footsies better, his mix-ups are better. I just think it's the better one. Now he doesn't exclusively need this, right? Now you can do this too. And maybe as a result, V trigger 1 is not as necessary. Anyway, there's Honda. So Honda, in conclusion, more damage, better footsies, better mix-ups, after hands, more life. I'm very happy about Honda. I already thought Honda was pretty good. I thought people underrated him. I wouldn't have told you he's top tier, but I thought he was pretty good. He's probably not top tier still, but good and definitely a threat.